Google right now is basically giving away ad space on YouTube. While Facebook CPMs have skyrocketed to $12, YouTube remains at $6. Yet most brands have yet to figure out how to make it profitable. I've uncovered a fundamental flaw in how marketers approach YouTube. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact framework that turned YouTube from a money pit into a profit machine for brands we've partnered with like Tabs, Snow, Crafted, Muscle Nation, and The Collagen Co. It's the exact same strategy that's generating millions in additional revenue. So before we start, let's break down why YouTube ads are a massive opportunity right now. So there's a problem that we need to address first, and that is the cost of ads. Ad costs have skyrocketed on major platforms. Facebook CPMs average $12, more than double what they were just a few years ago. There's a need to actually diversify and find other platforms that would allow you to scale profitably despite these rising ad costs. And that's why YouTube is such a game changer in the current state of e-commerce. Costs are still sitting at $6 CPMs, and you can acquire customers for as low as $10 to $20. That's half of what you're paying on Facebook right now, with a fraction of competition. I just want to reiterate, this isn't about abandoning your meta ads or TikTok strategy. It's about complementing it with a channel that doubles your efficiency while adding incremental revenue. Let me show you the exact campaign structure we use for our clients to maximize this opportunity. Stick around because later I'm going to reveal the spy tools we use to legally research our competitors' best performing ads. Let's start with how we structure our campaign. So before you want to get into the nitty gritty of your creatives, copy, things like that, you want a solid foundation to build with and then scale. So first thing, when setting up campaigns, we create two: prospecting and remarketing campaigns. This gives us complete clarity over each funnel stage. Then ideally, you want to split ad groups by format. Side note here, the option is available for ads created within demand gen campaigns, shorts, in-stream, in-feed, and since YouTube for action campaigns will be depreciated in July, we do recommend setting up YouTube campaigns as demand gen campaigns and configure the ad group to show ads only on the YouTube network and format that you want. This approach gives you greater control over performance and lets you sort of tailor your ad copy and creatives to each format and funnel stage that you're targeting. For audience targeting within your campaigns, here's our formula. For prospecting, going after new customers, we use broad demographics combined with custom intent audiences, and we leverage LLMs and audiences based on relevant keywords or topics and natural search queries. The goal here is just to have as much reach as possible for new customers. We want to target relevant people who've shown interest in what you're advertising. So for remarketing, the goal is to recapture attention that you've already earned before. So here we separate by engagement level: video viewers, website visitors, and cart abandoners. There's different levels of how warm these customers are, so you want to customize your ad creatives and copy. This is crucial. Obviously, just a bonus here, ideally when starting, you want to use seed audiences, customer lists, or engage website users, for example. And this allows Google just to find users who are most likely to buy and people that look like your current buyers, most engaged customers. Even the perfect campaign structure, especially when it comes to YouTube, will not save you if your creatives cannot capture attention. That's why I want to show you 3 ad formats that are crushing it for one of our fitness clients right now. I've tested hundreds of variations across our client accounts, and these are some of the top performing YouTube ad types in 2025. So we have interview style with influencers.
Creatine is one of the most underrated supplements in the whole world because people don't really understand what it does. Number one, recovery time. So I'm an athlete, I work out, I take care of myself. If you're in the gym, everybody wants to recover faster.
You notice how this feels natural and educational rather than salesy? The influencer builds credibility by explaining benefits like recovery time, cognitive function, and muscle growth before transitioning to the offer. Then we have number 2. This one's more pattern interrupt from the founders. So this ad starts with a viral style clip that grabs attention in the first 2 seconds.
If you're still taking old school grocery store creatine, here's what you should do with it. Instead of drinking it and experiencing all the bloating, pour it out in your sink and check out the offer we're running on the...
Crucial for YouTube Shorts because we've seen retention drop within the first seconds. You only have like 0.3 of a second almost to capture the attention of a YouTube Short viewer. Nowadays, us humans, we like short form content, and if it's not scroll stopping, people are not going to stop. As you can see in the video, the founder delivers a direct, high energy pitch that emphasizes what makes their product great and different. Thirdly, we have authentic influencer testimonials. These work incredibly well because they use borrowed authority.
You know, to be straight up, one of the number one reasons why I take instantized creatine is because I love the way it makes my muscle feel. You know, at 45 years old, I'm in the best shape of my life. I don't think it's coincidental.
The guy is recognized in the fitness industry, and here we can leverage their authority and expertise to capture and retain attention for the product. So the common theme with all these ads feels organic to the platform. They don't look like traditional commercials. The psychology here is similar to what works on social media ads. Unlike search or shopping Google ads, where you're capturing desire from someone actively searching or looking for a product or a solution, on content platforms like YouTube and Meta, you're hijacking attention. They weren't looking for a product, kind of interrupted them. You said, hey, here's my product. So you have to be able to capture attention against all the other content that they're consuming, and you want the ad to look very native and not like an ad. You want it to feel like it's a post, a creative, an organic sort of style. People don't like ads. They're most likely clicking away from it unless your creative is amazing. And that's why creative is very important. Anyways, now creating great ads and having a solid foundation is great, but without knowing which data to sort of aim for, you never know how to actually optimize your ad spend and get as much performance as possible. So let's go over the exact metrics that you need to know if your campaigns are making you money, including one hidden metric that most advertisers completely miss. Here are the benchmarks to aim for. Keep in mind, we spend $7.5 to $8.5 million per month on Google ads, so we spend a lot of money on YouTube specifically. So these metrics I'm about to tell you are at this current time very reputable. So view rate 8 to 10% for shorts, 20% for in-stream skippable ads, and this reflects how engaging your creative is. Then we have click-through rate, known as CTR. The goal is 0.6% or higher, and this simply indicates how well your ad drives action. And then we have the conversion rate. 5 to 15% is the goal, but here's the important part most advertisers miss. YouTube reports conversions differently by default. They lump clicks and views together, which can obviously be misleading, especially because a view doesn't necessarily mean interest. It sort of just means they saw the video. What we want is to calculate conversions from the click. So how many people clicked the ad or clicked the URL versus purchase. To get the correct reading, you want to create a custom column that divides conversions only by clicks, just like the example in front of you. You want CPMs to be around $6 on average. Remember, broader targeting usually does lower costs, and CPCs you want to aim for below $2 in here. And here's a crucial insight that we've discovered while working strictly with e-commerce brands. There's actually one element that matters more than any other metric or targeting option. Now that you understand how to create ads that actually convert, I'm going to reveal our exact scaling strategy, the same one that's helped countless brands increase their ad spend profitably on YouTube. Smart scaling follows this proven system. So we want to start with a modest $50 to $100 per day in regards to budget, just to gather initial data. You want to be ruthless about cutting underperforming audiences and creatives on a weekly basis. No exceptions, no emotional decisions. For your winners, increase budgets by 20% every 3 to 5 days. No faster, no slower. And here's 2 additional pro tips that make all the difference. You want to exclude your retargeting list if you want truly clean cold traffic campaigns, and shorten your conversion window from the standard 3 days down to just 1 to 2 days, just to focus on the true direct response buyers. And honestly, it can be that simple. This exact strategy helped several brands scale their YouTube campaigns profitably within weeks of implementation. But here's where most advertisers stop. The truly smart brands, they know there's one more secret weapon they can use to accelerate their growth legally by stealing creatives from their competitors. Thoroughly researching competitors helps sharpen your messaging and gives you a massive shortcut just to discovering what actually works in your market. Here are 3 tools we personally use in our agency. So you got the Google Ads Transparency Center. This free tool from Google just lets you see any active ad your competitors are running right now. The logic is simple. If they're spending money on an ad for an extended period of time, you know it's working for them. You also have VidTeo. It's obviously a paid one, but this is hands down one of the best tools specifically for YouTube ad research. It shows you which ads are actually getting the most views and engagement, and crucially, how long they've been running. Lastly, you've got SEMrush Social Analytics, which is once again paid. This one is particularly great for audience research, and you can see which demographics demographics your competitors are targeting and which sort of themes are resonating most effectively with those specific audiences. When analyzing competitors, specifically look for hook patterns that consistently grab attention, benefits that emphasize most frequently, and call to action techniques that drive conversions, video length, and structural patterns. But remember, you obviously never want to copy directly. Always craft a unique emotional angle that's authentic to your brand. Now, before I wrap up, I do want to share some final reminders with you. So here are the 5 key principles I want you to remember. Creative is king. Great ads simply drive low CPMs, high view rates, and strong ROAS. No amount of perfect targeting can save bad creative. Secondly, feel natural, educate fast, and sell softly. So the best YouTube ads don't feel like ads at all. They feel like content people genuinely want to watch. Thirdly, YouTube complements Facebook. Plan for YouTube to be an additional revenue stream, not a replacement. It works as part of an integrated multi-channel approach. Fourth, lower ticket offers win. Products with a lower average order value, AOV, tend to perform better as impulse buys from YouTube ads. Very similar to TikTok ads. And lastly, you want to respect the platform. If you treat YouTube ads with the same seriousness as your Facebook campaigns and respect its unique creative requirements, you can build a scalable, highly profitable new traffic channel. So there you have it, the exact strategy we use to help our brands and clients capitalize on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.